In the ever-twisting world of hip-hop, few stars have shot up as quickly and as controversially as Ice Spice. But as the spotlight intensifies, so does the scrutiny. Today, we're piecing together the fractured truth behind her meteoric rise, the scandals that melted her momentum, and whether she can reclaim her throne. Welcome back to Kaleidoscope Crimes, where we turn chaos into clarity, one scandal at a time. I'm your host, KC, and today we're diving deep into the icy waters of fame, fortune, and fallout. So, grab a snack, preferably not an expired spice blend, and let's get into it. Chapter 1, The Meteoric Rise. Ice Spice, born Isis Gaston, exploded onto the scene in 2022 with Munch Feeling You, a track so viral that it practically had TikTok in a chokehold. The song's catchy beat, combined with Ice Spice's effortless, cool girl aesthetic, made her an instant icon. She wasn't just making music, she was creating a movement. With each new hit, Bikini Bottom, In Hamoud, Princess Diana, Ice Spice solidified her status as Gen Z's rap princess. But here's the thing about being a princess: fairy tales end, and not always with a happily ever after. Her star was burning bright until suddenly the lights started flickering, and that's when things got messy. Chapter 2, The Cleotrapa Conundrum. Enter Cleotrapa, a fellow rapper who Ice Spice personally invited to join her Y2K tour. Sounds like a dream come true, right? Well, not quite. Cleotrapa alleges that the experience was less girl power and more Survivor Tour edition. According to Cleo, she was left covering her own travel expenses, carrying her own bags, and perhaps most offensively, she was denied a chicken salad. Budget constraints, apparently. If that isn't a metaphor for being left out in the cold, I don't know what is. Ice Spice clapped back, saying Cleotrapa was ungrateful and stirring up drama for clout. But here's the thing. Azealia Banks, the internet's resident truth serum, backed Cleotrapa. And if Azealia Banks is calling you out, well, good luck. Chapter 3, The Wildlands Whirlwind. But wait, there's more. New Year's Eve, Brisbane, Australia. Ice Spice is headlining the Wildlands Festival. Fans shell out up to $350 to see her. The stage is set. The energy is electric. And then Ice Spice arrives 25 minutes late for a 30-minute set. She performed for 5 minutes. 5. That's not a concert. That's an intermission at best. Fans were livid. The festival cut her mic. The crowd booed, and the internet roasted her. Ice Spice later said she was getting ready for her birthday and lost track of time. Ma'am, New Year's Eve comes the same day every year. This was not a surprise event. Chapter 4, The Legal Labyrinth. But Ice Spice's drama wasn't just social, it was legal too. Rapper D Chambers accused her of jacking his song, claiming In Hamoud sounded a little too much like his track, In That Mood. Look, I'm no musicologist, but if the beats match, the lyrics match, and the vibes match, well, that's a lot of matching. The case is ongoing, but the court of public opinion, let's just say the jury is not in her favor.
Ice Spice must have really pissed y'all off because she done lost 540,000 followers in the last 12 days on Instagram. Today alone, she lost 8,000 followers. Now, this entire situation is literally also crazy, and it's coming shortly after Cleotrapa did a story time on TikTok detailing why her and Ice Spice are no longer friends. To be honest, Ice has been relatively quiet regarding the situation.
Ice Spice needs to be studied because this is crazy. Last year around this time, she was the most poppin' artist on TikTok, and that meant that she was the most poppin' on Spotify as well, because all these people would listen to her viral songs on here, and then go on to Spotify to listen to her some more. And I already know people are gonna be like, oh, 60 million monthly listeners is not falling off or whatever, but you need to remember, this is someone who at one point had 30 million, maybe even 40, 50 million. And you can see her latest song right there, Give Me a Light, got 8.
News. This is a new picture of Ice Spice, and she looks like she's gotten a little skinnier. I hope this is not an Ariana Grande situation because it's starting to look like it. Looking kind of sick at this point. But all right, I guess if that's how she wants to.
Chapter 5. The Public Perception. And here's where the real problem lies. When your brand is built more on aesthetics than ability, there's only so long you can coast before people start asking questions. Her debut album, Y2K, was supposed to be a cultural reset. Instead, it was a career control alt-delete. Sales were unimpressive, streaming numbers dropped, and suddenly the it girl of rap started looking replaceable. And speaking of replaceable, Ice Spice was added to Fortnite, which is cool, I guess. But when your biggest W is a video game skin and not your actual music, we have a problem. So where does that leave Ice Spice? She's still got fans, she's still got a platform, and she's still got time to turn things around. But the question is, will she? Because in the music industry, reinvention is survival. And right now, Ice Spice is skating on thin ice. The next few moves she makes will determine if she cements herself as a mainstay or just another viral act who melted too soon. Thanks for tuning in to Kaleidoscope Crimes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because trust me, in this ever-changing industry, you won't want to miss what happens next. Remember, folks, in the kaleidoscope of fame, the colors shift fast, and sometimes they fade away completely. I'm KC, turning chaos into clarity, one scandal at a time.